He was looking for a spot. Like if Elijah wasn't there, I don't know what would happen.
A$AP Rocky is kicking off 2025 with some serious legal trouble, and it seems like he might be eyeing Rihanna as his escape plan. For years, fans speculated whether the two secretly tied the knot, especially since they kept dropping hints. A$AP Rocky himself fueled the rumors, making it seem like a done deal. And for a while, people thought it was romantic. But now, with his trial underway, it's becoming clear this might have all been part of his strategy. Turns out, A$AP Rocky wasn't telling the truth about their so-called marriage, and he had no choice but to admit it when the judge called him out in court. So, what exactly went down? What did A$AP Rocky say? Was he really planning to use Rihanna to dodge a possible prison sentence? And just how far is he willing to go? Because right now, he's facing a staggering 24 years behind bars.
Man, I have a cult following, so
man.
I don't really have to contribute to do things to stay relevant now.
And was that in an angry tone? He did. He was livid.
A$AP Rocky is facing 2 serious felony charges with a semi-automatic firearm. And it all ties back to a shocking incident from 2021. According to reports, the rapper allegedly fired multiple shots at a former friend near a Hollywood hotel on November 6, 2021. The man in question, Terrell Efron, one of A$AP Rocky's childhood friends. That night, things took a dark turn when Efron got on A$AP Rocky's bad side, leading to the rapper allegedly pulling the trigger 3 or 4 times. And here's where it gets even crazier. Efron didn't just walk away after getting injured. Instead, he had the presence of mind to collect the shell casings and hand them over to police 2 days later. That move set the whole investigation in motion. But despite his efforts, there were no fingerprints on the 9mm casings. And when police executed a search warrant on Rocky, they never found the gun. However, surveillance footage did capture the altercation. Still images from the video were shown in court. One image revealed a hooded figure holding what looked like a gun, though his face wasn't visible. Another still showed the same man, face clear, but no weapon in sight. A detective later testified that investigators confirmed the man in the footage was Rocky himself. Now, his lawyer, Joe Tacopina, says they haven't decided yet if Rocky will take the stand in his own defense. And legally, he doesn't have to. Rocky says he's eager to tell his side of the story. He'd love the chance to take the stand. According to his defense lawyer, Rocky is articulate, intelligent, and a good human being. And if he testifies, that will supposedly shine through. But for now, the decision is still up in the air. It all depends on how the case unfolds. Now, here's where things get murky. Some reports claim the bullet only grazed the victim, while others say Rocky actually shot him in the hand. Either way, after 2 long years, this case is finally making its way through court, with Rocky pleading not guilty. His lawyer, Joe Tacopina, seems confident, stating, "We're ready to go. It's been a long time, something that's been hanging over Rocky, Rihanna, and their family for a while. We're anxious to get this thing underway and finally put it behind him." But here's the twist. During the preliminary hearing on January 22nd, Judge Mark S. Arnold didn't just focus on the charges. Instead, he unexpectedly brought up Rocky's marital status with Rihanna. When questioned, Rocky's lawyer insisted that Rihanna was his common-law wife. But state prosecutors immediately pushed back, arguing that since there's no legal marriage certificate, she should only be referred to as his significant other or the mother of his children. After a bit of back and forth, the judge made it official. Rihanna will only be addressed as Rocky's wife if there's legal proof, otherwise she's just his significant other. But why does the court even care? Well, it all comes down to one crucial legal protection: spousal privilege. If Rihanna knows anything incriminating about the case, the law can't force her to spill the details in court. And that's a major win for Rocky. Avoiding testimony could seriously help his case, which is exactly why some fans think an official marriage announcement might be coming soon. But not everyone is convinced. Another fan quickly shut down the theory, pointing out that even if they did get married now, it wouldn't really help Rocky's situation. Why? Because marital privilege only covers things that happened after the wedding. Anything before the marriage is fair game in court. That's when another fan, someone who seemed to know their legal stuff, jumped in with a deeper explanation. According to them, there are 2 kinds of marital privilege. Marital communications privilege. This means spouses don't have to disclose private conversations they had during their marriage. Spousal testimony privilege. In some cases, a spouse can't be forced to testify against their partner about anything that happened during the marriage. But here's where it gets tricky. In some jurisdictions, spousal testimony privilege also covers things that happened before the marriage, and in certain places, one spouse can completely block the other from testifying, period. The only real exception? If they're suing each other. Because of this, in many states, the two privileges combined make it almost impossible for a spouse to be forced to testify. Plus, without clarifying testimony, any private conversations they had become pretty much useless as evidence. For example, if Rihanna sent a message, how do they prove it was actually her and not an assistant? And what did she really mean by what she said? So, in some cases, getting married could offer serious legal protection, even for things that happened before the wedding. But here's the real question. Does the jurisdiction Rocky's trial is in actually allow that? That part? Still unclear. In case it wasn't clear, Rihanna's status as Rocky's wife could play a massive role in his trial. If prosecutors managed to put her on the stand, Rocky's lawyers could invoke spousal privilege, potentially making anything she says irrelevant to the case. But that's not the only way marriage could work in Rocky's favor. One fan pointed out another subtle but powerful advantage. Even if spousal privilege doesn't apply, the title of wife alone could sway the jury's perception. Think about it, a jury might take a girlfriend's words more seriously, seeing her as an outsider willing to expose the truth. But a wife? Some jurors might assume a wife isn't fully informed or might misinterpret things, brushing off private conversations as emotional, fleeting thoughts rather than hard evidence. But here's the catch. This all hinges on one massive if. Are Rihanna and Rocky actually married? That's the million-dollar question, and the answer isn't exactly clear. The couple has been together since 2020, but as far as the public knows, there's no official record of a wedding. Still, Rocky and Rihanna haven't made it easy for fans to figure out the truth. Over the years, they've dropped one cryptic hint after another, fueling non-stop speculation. One of the biggest moments, Rocky's 2023 Spotify concert. Right in the middle of his performance, he shocked the crowd by dedicating a song to Rihanna, calling her his wife. And that wasn't the only time they had fans freaking out. That same year, Rihanna posted photos from the Met Gala, where she stunned in a breathtaking white Valentino dress, while Rocky rocked a Gucci suit layered over jeans. The looks were undeniably iconic, but it wasn't just the outfits that got people talking. It was her caption, "Greetings from the bridal party." Naturally, the internet went wild with speculation. And Rocky, he hasn't exactly helped shut down the rumors. In 2023, he dropped his track Riot, Rowdy Pipin', with Pharrell casually rapping, "My wife is erotic, I'm smoking exotic, and my whip is exotic, my crib is a cottage." Obviously, he was talking about Rihanna, and the lyrics immediately sparked marriage rumors. But if that seemed suspicious, things got even more eyebrow-raising in 2022 when Rocky dropped the music video for DMB, featuring none other than Rihanna. Not only did she appear in the video, but they acted out an entire wedding proposal and ceremony. So, at this point, their marital status is a complete mystery. And while many Riri fans are dying to see her officially walk down the aisle, there's just one major problem: Rocky's messy past. For starters, his history in the bedroom is complicated. Over the years, he's been shockingly open about his struggles, admitting, "I've been an addict for some time, yeah. These are things that people stay away from and don't like to admit. I can't be embarrassed about it. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I don't do nothing that I'm not proud of." It was a bold confession, but for some people it was just plain messy. And if that wasn't enough, Rocky once told Esquire that he designed his own bed, big enough to accommodate his wild private parties. And of course, that luxury didn't come cheap. We're talking $10,000 just for a custom-built bed to fit his wild lifestyle. But what's even more shocking? Rocky isn't shy about sharing the details. During one interview, he dropped a bombshell about his early experiences, saying, "My first was when I was in 7th grade, 13 years old. Yeah, I was at Booker T. Washington Middle School in New York City. My dad had went to jail for substances, so my mom moved us to a homeless shelter. Our school was like 3 blocks away, and they used to let us out for lunch for 45 minutes. The first time was in this apartment building. We took the elevator to the roof, and everybody put their coats on the ground. There were like 3 of us, 5 girls and 10 guys, and we all just took turns." Yes, you read that right. And if his past wasn't messy enough, Rocky's addiction has also sparked rumors about his loyalty, or lack of it. Back in 2022, chaos erupted when fashion influencer and writer Louis Pisano sent Twitter into a meltdown, claiming Rihanna broke up with Rocky after she caught him cheating with shoe designer Amina Muaddi. The allegations spread like wildfire, but they were later shut down. Still, the fact that people believed it so easily says a lot, but cheating scandals aren't the only controversy Rocky has faced. He's also been accused of and let's just say, his own words dug the hole deeper. During an interview with the Covateur, Rocky made some eyebrow-raising comments about red lipstick, saying, "For real, for me, I feel like with the red lipstick thing, it all depends on the complexion. You have to be fair-skinned to get away with that. Just like if you were to wear, for instance, what do dark-skinned girls have that fair-skinned girls can't do? Purple lipstick? Nah, that looks stupid on all girls. Purple lipstick, guys." Cue the backlash. People were furious, calling him out for his ignorant remarks. And when he tried to clear things up, he just made it worse. Black girls, you know how sensitive they are, but they are sisters, man. I come from a black home, so I know how sensitive black women can be, especially when you're talking about their looks or something like that. Yikes. Instead of fixing the situation, he just doubled down, and fans weren't having it. You can't say nothing about they glasses, they nails, none of that, because then you're a womanizer or a I don't know how I'm going to be I have to wake up and look at my black ass in the mirror every day. It's like, what are you talking about? But it is what it is, man. I'm proud to be black. Yeah, that clearing things up attempt? Not helping. And if you thought Rocky's only issue was bad PR, think again. This isn't his first legal battle. Remember Sweden? He ended up behind bars after a street brawl, and surprisingly, Trump personally stepped in to bring him back home. Why does that matter now? Well, Rocky's current lawyer worked for Trump, and with Trump back in office, some fans are side-eyeing this connection. Is this all part of Rocky's master plan to avoid jail time? There's just one problem. Trump can't pardon him if he's convicted. So, what's the move now? Well, it seems like all eyes are on Rihanna. With the judge pressing the marriage question, fans are dying to know if she'll be making a court appearance. When Rocky's lawyer was asked, he didn't give a straight answer. Instead, he said, "Rocky is very protective of Rihanna and doesn't want her anywhere near this proceeding, but that's a family decision they'll make." Interesting choice of words. He also called her Rocky's common-law wife, which legally means she wouldn't be entitled to his inheritance and wouldn't have the right to refuse testifying if the court calls on her. So yeah, Rihanna's words could change everything. Now the real question is, how will Rocky play his cards? Is he really trying to use Rihanna as his get-out-of-jail-free card? And is Rihanna cool with that? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe for more on the latest celebrity news and all the behind-the-scenes drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.